prosecutor to look into your situation, because there has never been so many lies, so much deception. There has never been anything like it.
You know, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Some are calling that an unprecedented moment. Did a candidate for president really threaten to jail his political opponent during a presidential debate? And our lead political panel is back. Fred Barnes, executive editor of the Weekly Standard, and Molly Hemingway, senior editor at the Federalist. So, Fred, you heard it. He did say you'd be in jail. Was he saying that he would by himself throw her in the slammer?
No, I didn't really think he was saying that. I mean, look, I laughed. I think it was a clip. And my wife laughed. We chuckled for a long time. It was the funniest line in the whole debate. But look, I mean, what I think the serious proposal was that he was going to have a special prosecutor, and presumably a special prosecutor will investigate it and not necessarily throw somebody in jail. But on the other hand, I think if Hillary Clinton were in jail, that wouldn't bother Donald Trump a whole lot.
This is one of the most ridiculous things I've seen, how people in the media freaked out over this line. The fact is that most people do think Hillary Clinton broke the law, most people do think she should have been indicted, and most people do think that there are two systems of law in this country, one for normal people and one for people who are connected to the Clintons and other elite figures.
What about the criticism that's made that this is the kind of thing that third world dictators do, and that is they throw their political opponents in jail or even threaten them with prosecution?
Well, if people really were upset about what was going on, they would think about what the Obama administration has done and what other progressives have done to target their political opponents, from everybody from David Daleiden, who exposed the Planned Parenthood harvesting and sale of fetal body parts. President Obama said that he joked about how the IRS should go after his political enemies, and then they did. We once threw a YouTube maker in jail rather than admit that terrorists had hit us again on September 11th. And the list of people who get prosecuted for political reasons, from people who are skeptical of climate change or who are targeted, John Doe investigations in Wisconsin. I mean, if people really want to be outraged, there's plenty to be outraged about. That Hillary Clinton escaped justice is not something to be upset that Donald Trump points it out.
I was outraged at that UVA thing that you brought on the air, since I went there too. I thought some of those courses were biased against me. But anyway, look, the one thing we know is the mainstream media has no sense of humor. They're absolutely humorless. Quips are not allowed. Jokes are not allowed. Because they want to take it all seriously. Remember when they accused Trump of threatening, he wanted to threaten Hillary Clinton by taking her guards away, and then somebody would come and shoot her.
Oh, yeah, that was to take the guards' guns away. Wasn't that what it was? It was.
You know, he was obviously making a point that you use guns too. You know, you depend on
armed guards.
Yeah, on armed guards. That was the point. He wasn't that he wanted to expose her to being killed. But remember, and candidates always should remember this: that the media has no sense of humor whatsoever.
In this case, he actually was very specific about how he would appoint a special prosecutor. That means that would be an independent person who he couldn't control or dictate what the outcome of the race would be. It's actually outcome of the investigation would be. So the idea that we're pretending that he's got some lawless idea is just ridiculous.
In fact, in an interview back in June, a television interview, I think it was on Face the Nation, he was asked about this, and he said that he would leave the matter to his attorney general, and the attorney general would make the decision as to whether to go forward or not. I don't know whether last night seriously represented a change in that position, but it was certainly taken seriously, as you point out, Fred, by a lot of the media.
Sure. Well, and look, if it were something that would redound favorably to Donald Trump, well, then they would have treated it differently, if at all. But now that they can use it against him, sure.
Last word, Molly?
It's just, I would really it would be easier to take the media seriously if they didn't flip out and put the worst construction on literally every single thing that Donald Trump says or does. I don't know how they can maintain this level of outrage day after day after day.
What strikes me about it is that, Trump gives plenty of legitimate ammunition.
Yes.
Without chicken feed stuff like this. I agree with both of you. Very much. Thank you. Coming up, not everyone is happy with my post-debate analysis. We got more mean tweets for you next.